Yes, sir. What is going on, YouTube? It's your boy Denali, aka Don Squally, back at it with another Forza Motorsport 6 video, man. I hope you guys are having a good one. If you're enjoying your day, man, before we get started, don't forget to smash that like button. And as always, let me know what requests you guys want to see done next down in the comment section. But on the real, man, we're back at it with another request. We're just wrecking Hyundais, man. As always, today's request can only come from one person. Gerardo Lena on YouTube wants to see a Hyundai Genesis build, and he wants to know if he can get a shout out, man. So shout outs to you. And with that said, man, we are about to jump up inside this one. Now, obviously, we're going to have to buy one of these cars. Now, I believe I already own one of these things. I might have done this build way back when we were playing this game when it first came out. But for today's video, I think that we're probably going to buy a completely stock 2013 Hyundai Genesis coupe with the 3.8 liter V6 in this bad boy, man. Now, I think we're probably going to pick a manufacturer color. It only comes in 4 colors, and I'll be honest, it looks good in all of them, man. So we're just going to buy it up with this nice little gunmetal gray here. And now that we have that out of the way, we are ready to jump into the upgrade shop. Now, if you guys remember the last video that I uploaded, which should have been the Toyota Celica GT4, if that video is not by chance uploaded before this one, then that's a little sneak peek as to what's coming. But in that video, I said, man, I really want to keep things modest. With the builds that I'm doing in Forza Motorsport 6. It's really about handling in this game as opposed to just crazy power. So we have a whole bunch of options. Obviously, the 3.8, in my opinion, the better of the two engines, the twin turbo, or the 2-liter turbo, not a twin turbo, single turbo if I'm not mistaken. You know, it's a good engine, and there's a lot of things that you can do with a turbo motor, but as far as I'm concerned, man, the V6 engine is just a more stable platform, and as far as longevity goes, man, I would for sure go with the 3.8 liter as opposed to the 2-liter turbo. Before today's video, we don't really have an option since this is the only car in the game. So we're just going to keep it, like I say, we're going to keep it all about the handling and not so much about the power in this one. Now, we are going to do a few upgrades, but they're probably not going to be anything too crazy. Now, I'm just going to skim through a couple of wheel options here until I find something that suits this build. Now, for this build, I'm thinking the Volk TE37s are going to be a good choice. Now, in the black, you know, in the black paint here with them, you can't really tell the style of the wheel, but they are a really nice wheel. Now, we may wow, this thing comes stock with 19s. That's impressive, man. Not gonna lie, we're probably gonna leave them 19 because I don't want to be rocking 20s on my builds in this channel, man. That's just some old school stuff that's going on. That's not going on this channel, man. We are, however, gonna upgrade the clutch. Not unless it is a racer build, and I don't know, this isn't going to be a racer build. I'm going to try to make this one look legit here. Now, obviously, like I said, this is going to be all about handling, or more so about handling than the power. So we're going to go ahead and take care of pretty much all the suspension upgrades that we can do in this game. That includes sway bars, lowering, as well as brakes. And we're just going to leave the roll cage and weight reduction the way that it is. Now, obviously, engine intakes need to get upgraded. And we have the option for upgrading the throttle body, which you don't always get on cars. So we're going to go ahead and upgrade that. We're going to also do the exhaust on this one. Ignition, race ignition, I should say, and race fuel system. Now, obviously, with this being a somewhat modest build and more so about handling, I don't want to get too crazy with the power here. Like I say, with Motorsport 6, I find it's more so about the handling and stuff like that and less about the power. Really, with a track game like this, it's all about staying on course, staying on that racing line, and making sure you overtake your opponent. Now, with that said, we're going to slam and stance this thing, man. The thing needs to look good. Let's be 100% honest, man. And last but not least, we are going to jump into the paint car section, man. Now, what I'm thinking for this one, since we started out with this nice gunmetal gray, we need to switch it up. And I'm thinking white on this thing is going to look absolutely sick. Now, I do want to paint the wheels here, but I know that, oh, we do get to keep the stickers, man. Okay, that is super cool. I like that. In Horizon 3, they just said, to hell with it, man. They're not going to want to keep the stickers. And they, you know, as soon as you paint the wheels, anything that, you know, a sticker or anything like that, they're just gone right away. So, big ups to Motorsport. You know, what is this? Motorsport 6. Forza Motorsport 6 for actually having that, man. That is super cool. Last but not least, I think we're going to tin up those windows, and that's going to be a wrap for that. And now that we got all of that out of the way, I'm feeling pretty confident that this thing is looking good. But let's see how she handles. Take her to a test track. Now, I'm thinking we might... Let's do a quarter mile just to see what this 3.8 is all about. Now, we don't have any crazy mods on this thing, so I'm not expecting a serious time, but anything in and around 13 seconds should be pretty good. So let's see what it's all about. Nice little launch, touching red line a little bit. Very impressive, man. Got out of the hole very nicely on that one. Wow. 12.3 seconds, man. If these things are running anywhere close to that stock, that is very impressive. I'm thinking we're going to select something a little bit more open. I like the scenic track, so let's see. Sonoma, where's the open? Let's try this one. VIR, oh wait, this looks like a DLC, so I don't even think we can do that. Let's try Watkins Glens. Watkins Glens, there we go. A nice little open roadway here. Not too many walls. I don't know what it is about walls lately, but they're just killing my vibe. Don't kill my vibe. So a little bit of wheel spin out of the hole, but let's see if we can make this thing handle. Now, I'm not going to try to drift it as much as I am. I'm going to try to just keep it on the racing line here. Try to hit all my braking zones where I need to. For the first little while anyways, until I get comfortable with this build. I think that's really where I went wrong with a lot of my builds in this game in the past week anyways, is where I try to get out and hot dog it. Oh, we're spitting flames, some serious flames, man. I get out there, I just try to hot dog it a little too much, and I don't really, you know, I try to drift, and I don't really show what the car is capable of. This thing's handling nice, man. Yeah, it sounds amazing too, man. Really, it sounds like a Porsche. I'm not gonna lie, I'm getting a Porsche vibe from this engine. Probably because a lot of Porsches are 3.8, and I know this is a V6 from Hyundai. Lots of grip, man. Lots of grip, I'll say that right now. Getting her sideways. Yes, this is a good build. This is how the builds on Motorsport 6 should be. I'm going to tell myself this now every single time that we do one of these builds. You know, it doesn't, with Motorsport 6, the power is not really what it's all about. It's about that suspension, light power, nothing too crazy. Make sure that it can handle first and foremost. And this thing handles, man. I'll be the first to say that. I love these wheels. Just a nice little bronze finish. Oh yeah, she's handling beautifully, man. The turn-in is nice, lots of grip. Oh yeah, bud. Yes, sir. This thing is nice, man. I don't know, man. The only thing about these cars that really worries me is the fact that it's a Hyundai, man. I don't know, like, is the reliability going to be there? 100,000 kilometers, 200,000 kilometers? How many engine swaps is this thing going to need? You know, what are we looking at as far as oil leaks go? I mean, for those of you guys who watch Haggard Garage, Orion already beat the snot out of the 2-liter turbo. Now he's rocking the 3.8, and I mean, he banks that thing off the red line pretty much every time that he drifts it. And when I say every time he drifts it, I mean every corner that he goes around, it's touching red line. So I don't know, I guess that'll really be the test as to how much abuse these cars can really take, you know what I mean? Because, oh, we're going into the wall. It happens, folks, it happens. Tire wall, though, that was a good one. Didn't really mess up the car. But yeah, I mean, I guess we'll just stay tuned, really, man. And like, the 2-liter didn't take very much, man. It blew up in, you know, I think only a couple of weeks of having it and drifting it. So we'll see about the longevity of that 3.8, man. If it's a good motor and it's a good car for him, man, then I might reconsider that, you know, that aspect of these cars. But I mean, for a nice little cruiser, man, they look good. But if you're planning on beating it, I just, for me, man, I don't really see the, I don't know, I don't see it being a reliable drift car. But I could be wrong, man. I'm a Nissan guy at heart. You guys know me, die hard. If you're subscribed to my other channel, links down in the description. But you know, it's, I gotta stick with my brand, I guess, is basically what it is. I'm loyal to the brand. But on the real, man, if you guys enjoyed this one, don't forget to smash that like button. If you guys want to see more and you are not subscribed yet, don't forget to click the subscribe button as well. We're doing this on the daily. Let me know what you guys want to see down in the comments section, what kind of builds you guys want to see on the channel. And we're going to do our best to get to them all, man. So as always, I am your boy, D Nolly, a.k.a. Don Squally. And we're going to catch y'all mofos at the next one, man. Peace. Don't die. Oh, shit. Where you going, bro? Don't be creeping on my friend. Don't be creeping on my friend. You and your homie. Oh, nut shot. Nut shot. Oh, buddy. Let's go. And your boy, man. Get him out of here. Oh, fucking. Oh, my God.